What a crazy day in the markets. What's going on, guys? Johnny here with Investing for Beginners community. And now that the market is closed, I wanted to give you an update on what I've learned so far. We're planning a trip in the next couple of weeks to go to Phoenix, Arizona, and spend a few days out there with the kids and the family. So, if there's any videos you want me to make, any topics you want me to cover, or any questions you have, let me know in the comments below, and I can make a video for that topic or video. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk a little bit about what's going on into the markets. Let's go ahead and jump into it. So Tesla, Tesla is up over 4.5% in a single day, guys. That is insane. Lows of 281 to highs of 315. It was actually a 12% move, and one of the biggest movers for the Magnificent Seven. And Tesla, also kind of retraced slightly from those lows of 350 down to 273, retraced back up to 309, and now trailing around 314. So most of you guys know that a lot of this has come about because of news between Elon Musk and the President Trump. When the news erupted, this pretty much sold off 10%. Elon Musk calling Trump the pedophile, basically, with his affiliation with Epstein, and then Trump, basically talking crap about Elon and taking away subsidies for the companies that Elon has as far as Tesla and goes. But as far as everything now over the weekend and now Monday, President Trump is making the remark saying that he is not going to get rid of his Tesla that was gifted to him from Elon Musk that he has at the White House, and he's not going to get rid of Starlink either that he uses at the White House. Another comment, Trump also called Starlink a good service, and he wishes Elon Musk well. So I don't know if they had a conversation over the weekend or if just something happened to where maybe too much pressure, too much stress. You know, I don't know what happened, but they were bashing on each other, you know, pretty bad over the last couple of weeks. And supposedly he had some problem with drugs, Elon Musk. So I don't know if he had a bender or some, you know, maybe took less or more. I don't know. I don't really know, but apparently Elon Musk did take down a lot of his posts that he did have against Elon Musk. He took down quite a few posts, so I don't know if I don't know about all that, right? So other than that, Tesla selling off that 10% due to all that, and then now recovering. So it was down 20% from those highs. I just I can't really see Trump just throwing it under the rug and just being buddy buddy, but maybe they're just kind of um, calling it even, calling it kind of like a truce. Because from that 273 low, it pushed all the way up to 314. So it is progress. It is slowly pushing up. Tesla surged over 5% by just a tweet by Trump saying, "Hey, I'm not going to get rid of my Tesla." So um, what kind of value does that bring? Well, there's not a lot of value. It's now above that moving average, so potential could be, hey, from 308, 314 levels could potentially go up, but doesn't mean it has to, right? Um, I just I don't know, but it was a big move today by Tesla. I did want you guys to be aware of that. Even the news here says Trump to keep Starlink at White House despite break with Elon Musk. Um, some other news, basically Trump gives US team green light to negotiate lifting tech export controls on China ahead of London talks. So that is very important. As far as looking over the market is kind of flatline still from Friday. There's still a flat line. Can't seem to get above like 532 levels, or even, yeah, basically $532. That seems about the level for QQQ, which is fine. But with these negotiations with China, what's going on? There's a little bit of uncertainty. There's not a lot of tension, but there's just uncertainty. There's no new highs with the market overall. It looks like it's kind of flatlining around 530, 532. And, it's not getting worse. Technically, it's getting better, the overall market. But at the same time, we are sitting above the moving average, which is nice. And that could be a key area for the bullishness of the market, right? The overall market is still very bullish. As you can see here on this 45-day EMA, exponential moving average, it's very bullish. Now we're going to see exactly what does happen, right? Is it going to flatline? Are we going to retrace slightly back to these $500 levels, or are we just going to kind of flatline here at those 530s? Now, Tesla, right, having a 4.5% day, and Microsoft kind of flatlining, right, kind of a 0.5% point up. QQQ is only up about 0.15%, so not much, pretty flat right now at the same time. So now what I do want to talk to you guys about is also Google. Google also had a nice recovery, guys. We had talked about this last week around the 4th and 5th, and as you can see now it's the 9th, and it's popped up. It popped up from those lows of 160, even 170 when we called it out, now to 176, up 4% profit for Google. Google not looking too bad on the overall charts here. As you can see here, buying a little bit too early and selling too early as well would have resulted in a little bit better. But nonetheless, beautiful trade here by Google from those support levels of 167 to highs of 176. So Google can now retrace. It could retrace, 3.5%, or it can continue to push up. But nonetheless, now looking at that daily, it is above that moving average. And looking at the 4-hour time frame, it is really nice. It's right up at that resistance level. So we could see some retracement on Google. I do want you guys to be aware of that. And what was the other one? Was it Apple? We're still looking at Apple here as far as a swing trade potentially, looking like it's at 201.6. If this could push up 201.6 to 206, that's like a 2% profit right there on that one if it pushes up back to those highs. So we're keeping an eye on Apple. Overall, though, for our day, if you did, well, I didn't live stream this morning, but I did trade this company here. We made 0.6% on this small little move here, catching it right at that moving average, showcasing support on that 200-day moving average, and pushing all the way up to where this yellow line is. That's exactly where I sold. I sold my 26 shares at 75.14 and 75.13 for a nice profit of it was like a 0.6, like 12 bucks, nothing crazy. But guys, we did identify a good opportunity to buy and sell, and we actually sold at a previous resistance level. We sold at 75.14, which is where this yellow line is, and as you can see, it pushed up to 75.18 and then sold off, and actually never recovered back up to that high again. So actually a very nice trade. I did keep one share because I was going to do a video during market open and showcase the percentage there. But anyways, I seen it coming down, sold the one share just to get out of it at 74.72, still above where the price is currently at now, and pretty much catching that resistance all day around $75 on TQQQ. So, in the profits, made a few bucks, nothing crazy, but even a few bucks a day like that can add up very quickly over time. And for tomorrow, I am excited. I do want to trade live with you guys in the morning at market open. We are going to decide and see what QQQ does. Does it sell off at resistance again? And maybe we take an investment, or not an investment, we take a trade on SQQQ as we have done before, from lows of 22 to highs of 23. That's a nice 6% profit, okay? So just keeping that in mind if the markets do sell off tomorrow. If they do begin to make newer highs and they pass this 75, or QQQ passes 532, and we begin to make higher highs, maybe 533, 534, then we're going to get on TQQQ and ride that wave up even more. But mind you, it has bounced off of this level previously. So anyways, other than that, I appreciate you guys' time, and we will see you all for a live day trading session as soon as tomorrow morning. So I'm super excited to share that with you all, and we will see you tomorrow morning at market open. Don't be late. Just kidding. We'll see you all there. Have a great day.